this computer. Hello, everybody. Welcome to A Critically Average Adventure. And more specifically, welcome to Out of the Cold. This is a D&D 5e campaign I'm playing with my friends, and these are my friends. Yay!
Hello!
Good to be back and playing. Yes, everybody has ventured their way down inside an old, broken off tower buried in an ice lake. They have met some of the individuals inside, and they have interacted with them and found what they can do there. They've also come across their new soon-to-be party member, Ijara Lapshon, who has invited them to go drinking. None of them want to go drinking, apart from maybe Niala, and also has told them that they know where the maps are. But as the party have discovered, because the party or the players built Ijara, Ijara is not the brightest or the sharpest tool in the box, I think is a polite way of describing Ijara. When asked about questions about maps and places and things like that, it was a no-go, really. Very non-revealing. And we ventured down several floors and then came to a room that was a vast expanse with the kind of glass domes on the side of the room in this vast space. And Bishop wandered over towards one and had a little look out. The rest of the party kind of carried on and went down and came into a library section, and that's about where we kind of with scribes and desks and desks of people copying books and making copies of maps and calligraphy and all kinds of stuff going on. Lots of very, very bookish library type stuff happening here. The medieval kind of equivalent of what would be a printing press, I guess, of copying journals and copying books. And that's where we're going to come in with the party, and Ijara will just kind of walk in and go, here, look, we have the maps, we got the books, we got all the things you want to look at. What more can you want? Now look. And they reach inside a satchel and they pull out two rather nefarious looking bottles. Look, we have drink, we have maps, and now we can drink.
I don't think alcohol and book looking makes great chemistry, if you see what I mean.
But if you see a picture of a naked person, it make you laugh more.
I am not looking for a naked person.
I am always looking for the naked person.
Oh, then you deal with him. He's a man, you're a man, you're dealing with him.
No, they are. They
not
appear very female.
They are definitely not a man.
I'm sorry, what?
They appear very female.
Is definitely a woman.
You decided to fuck with me.
No, just look at the character that I posted.
How did you miss that?
What?
I think you even commented on it. You did, I'm sure you did. In the Discord. Look at the Discord OAC chat.
Did I?
Huh.
I thought it was a man.
No, Ijara is not.
I thought it was a man. Oh my god.
I'm scrolling back now because this has to be witnessed.
Sure it's there. Right? Or am I just imagining things? It's in the art.
You posted it.
It's in the art chat, I think, on OAC.
Let me go.
Oh no, it was Diaz commented. Yeah, it's in the art chat, Celia. There is some artwork.
I didn't comment on that. I
No, Ijara is sleek, elven, plate armor. Some of the armor obviously disguises some of her figure, but they seem to wear that kind of quite often, and it has the symbolism of Sehim upon it. That kind of shines like symbols of moons and stars and stuff like that. All over, kind of intricately inlaid within the armor. That kind of the telltale is the hips, I would say, that gives it away as it rises up and over. There's a little kind of inlay over the hip.
So
Bear with me, Nyala has a very okay. Nyala has trouble with difference in male and female. Okay.
Yeah, let's say that. Let's say that.
What do you...
It's what it is. It's a pheromone thing. So there might be a more masculine, maybe pheromone that you're picking up with your cat sense.
the alcohol hides the female.
Yeah.
pheromone.
Yeah. That's science for you.
Scientists, yeah, sure.
Just nerds playing a game, making
Right.
shit up.
Yeah, it's your fucking world. You make the rules what pheromones fucking do.
Another 5 minutes in the game, and we're already doing some.
What's that over there? Right, yeah, is Yaris that offers drink to everybody.
Sorry.
Right. So we've come down here to try and work out the route that we're going to take. We decided we were going to take the longer route, but the safer option.
Yeah, I can show you a way. It's not often traveled, but the supplies come this way.
I have another question.
Huh?
We've been so dead set on finding this lich and finding the ignition ruins. There's one question we haven't asked.
Yeah.
Who is this lich?
I don't know. What's something I know? I don't know these things. Which is undead? Sahin says, like undead, I'm gonna get the undead, it's how I do things.
Is there any books that speak about this lich?
I don't know, I just look at the pictures.
There might not be referenced as a lich. There might be, if we look in the histories of magisters and magic users that I don't know, that were fallen from grace or were not liked by the public or punished or even killed.
Wait, it took something from the Certainties. Maybe if we look that way, we might be able to find something. I think what Miss Lightning described it to me was like a box that was in the family for a long time.
But if it was after that, then it's got to be very old.
He wanted this cube, so in a way, it's linked to it.
Can you bring your mic up a little bit, Celia? Sorry, you're a little bit faint in places. Thank you.
Here.
Yeah,
so
much
if we
better.
can track back this box, we can hopefully try and track back who had interest in it.
Yeah.
But we don't even know what it is. Some kind of puzzle box, wasn't it?
She didn't tell me. She just said it was a box that was in the family for generation, and it was important in some kind of way.
Right.
A very small one.
I don't even know where to begin here. We don't have a lot of information to go on, but
Well,
Gerald! Gerald! Gerald, Gerald, and then scurrying out from behind a set of a stack of papers is a halfling, kind of bent double, with age and sort of thick rimmed glasses that are made from possibly from the bottom of one of these bottles that Ijara holds, like still reading a book with a head down, kind of shuffling along, like the pockets are stuffed full of on the character's robes are stuffed full of like scrolls and notes that kind of trail along behind him as he shuffles. He doesn't walk. It's that on a pair of leather sandals. The face is wizened, hairless, but like kind of so like really, really wrinkled. The only place that it appears to be hair is from the ears. That kind of tufts of hair come out of the ear holes. Yeah, Yara, I'm reading.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Mm,
Gerald, put the book down. I have drink. See a moment. What kind of drink? A drink you will like, Gerald. Not like last time. Well, last time was interesting, was it not? It was interesting, yes. Quite how I got there, I'm not sure. It was fun, it was adventure. It was an adventure. It was a very cold adventure as I didn't have any clothes on by the time I got there. Yes! No clothes! Brilliant! So fun!
Am I scared?
Before more alcohol gets introduced, can we maybe address business first? And when I say business, I mean the kind of saving the world kind of business.
Yeah,
That could be
that's
called
my
business.
kind of business, but books is not my business. Gerald knows books. Gerald, tell them about books. They want the book now. Yes, I can assist you in some ways. What is it you'd like to look at?
Well,
I think that's the issue. We don't really know.
well, we
we're
know, but
tracking down
it's
a
a small.
lich.
Yeah.
Um,
Right. Well, we've got books on creating a lich. We
well,
got books.
it's not really the concern about how he became a lich or they or whoever they are, but who they were to begin with.
So a history lesson is what you require.
Yeah, I think if we're going to track this person down, we need to find out who they were first.
Now, don't get me wrong, but they're at the Initial Ruins, right?
Yeah.
What about... And I overheard, sorry, I was not ear rolling, but when Ijara's in the room, I like to come near to where they are. Often things are broken or dampened by their very presence.
I can understand that cautiousness.
Yeah.
But you said about the Sletneys.
Yeah, they
took a box that the Sledneys had for generation, a small box like this.
They didn't
And
simply take it. They brought a dragon into the city, killed half the guard, and broke into their house and stole it and killed one
Well,
of
the
our
oldest
friends.
Sletneys, if you... hold on, I think we've got a volume on the Sletney family history here somewhere that has been acquired. Let me see. And he just reaches into a pocket and pulls out nearly like an endless stream of paper. And he's looking down at it's yeah, hold on, and just dashes off into a pile of like you can't see because the books are stacked here, there, and everywhere. There seems to be some sort of archaic index system that he understands in this place. And a few moments later, Gerald returns with this volume. It looks reasonably well intact and pretty good. And yes, a history of the Sletney family of up until recently, I think.
Okay. Where how far does it go?
Let me see. He flicks through, and it seems to go back at least a couple of 100 years.
I think that's a good place to start.
Yeah. Let's find out.
Cool.
While you're reading that, maybe I could be reading something else.
Yeah. What would you like to look at?
Vermillion.
Vermillion. Very well. Yeah. Mining town. Yeah. Hold on. Not so much about that. I don't think. Not such an old place, but yeah, it's reasonably well established. Hold on. He potters off again and comes back with a book about Vermillion. What about you? The one with the glasses there. And he gestures to Bishop. What do you want, Ijara? One of the ones. You know the ones. The anatomy ones. The bodies, different bodies, naked. I'll get them at the same time as I get this one's ones.
For me as a player, is there anything else we're trying to learn?
You did come down here for a reason, but it escapes me because you'd already established a route, but you did come down to look at something. And I can't remember quite what it was because I haven't watched back that episode and I haven't uploaded it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Because there's stuff I want to look at personally, but I'm trying to do our stuff first.
Was that specifically to do with the ignition ruins themselves and the Vermillion flask and the routes there up the mountain?
We did that?
You knew you had a path to Vermillion.
But not from Vermillion onwards.
Oh, all right. Then yeah, I'll go ahead and ask for those for anything that might concern with to where I forgot what it's called already.
Vermillion?
Ruins. Yes.
How would you say that to Gerald?
That's a good question. You wouldn't happen to have any books concerning what was the place called again? I literally
Ignition Ruins.
The Ignition Ruins and anything concerning with the peaks, the remnant, right? Remnant peaks.
Renmain.
Oh, Renmain peaks. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the Renmain is this whole area, but more specifically closer there, I can find you something on that. Hold on, I'll go. And again, off it goes. Can as he looks at you, Bishop, can the rest of you make a perception check for me if you're watching this? Or maybe an insight check, actually. An insight, please.
Insight?
Sorry, I just made a terrible joke in the chat. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry. I pressed the wrong button because I was trying to read the chat. Right. What are those insight rolls?
Insight.
Oh wait, do I have to do it too?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh damn, I want
13.
Wait. Let me. The page is refreshing.
Okay, I'll forgive you. Was that bad?
He was in prison now, so it doesn't matter. I think jokes can be made at his expense now.
Oh no. Okay. Okay. Rolling. It's rolling. Okay. Come on, Beyond. And it is 23.
Oh, okay. As you kind of watch this exchange between Bishop and Gerald, Bishop, just as Gerald leaves or goes off, there's a nod to you, but it's a knowing nod, something more familiar than you might expect from someone you've just met. And Nyala, you catch that. You see that nod as well. You see it happen just as he kind of goes and then scuttles off. A few moments later, returns with a book on the ruins.
Oh, I think I know what happened.
And returns with a book on anatomy. And Ijara is well away. Ijara sits back on a stack of books, puts their feet up on the chair, and then starts flicking through the books, the book, holding it up different ways and swigging on a bowl. Look at it. Look at that. What is that? I mean, how can you even... I don't even know.
Oof,
Okay. For each of your books, can you please make an investigation roll? So what I want you to do, and I will tell you what you learn from each one.
Would I have a advantage for any reason?
No.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
This is just you just doing straight up research. And you've each got one. You could have assisted each other with the other ones, but you've decided to go for a book each.
19.
19.
From the Sledney book.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Let's get all the results in and we'll go from
Well, I wrote the wrong one, but they're the same thing, so that would be a 21. I wrote it again if you want me to. I wrote Arcana by accident. And they're both a +7.
Okay.
I'll roll again. You want to roll again? I'll do it.
No, I'm happy. There's the same plus. Go on, Big.
12.
12. Okay. So, Nyala, you look back and find like a page of the family tree, and it's a very tight knit tree. It doesn't spread much this way. It's very much with a few people marrying in here and there, and it's very, very much keeping a bloodline together, kind of thing. Certain other rich households are kind of appended and then removed as it goes down the years, but it gives you a kind of a map, and you can see that gradually they become more pedestrian. They become more lords and ladies, from what you can tell as you flick through the book and going over the pages. You can see that they once were a proud adventuring sort of household. They would go out and they were actually based in Mordenstow and would go out and adventure around all over Frohast, and Gregdon the same, raiding and looking for treasure and fighting the good fight, basically, until they came across the platinum mine in Vermillion. Now, when they came across the platinum mine in Vermillion, they started just mining that. That was their main focus, and became quite wealthy fat cats upon that. And then they started the main build, where they made a small settlement, which was Kakanzak's, just a fort, basically a wooden fort in the middle of this ice waste, which was gradually becoming a trading post, becoming bigger and bigger. But as soon as they had the money and the manpower, they could build great walls to enable a safe haven within the middle of this wastes, strategically placed right in the center to be able to kind of trade here, there, and everywhere with the things. What you get with that high roll with the 19 is that you find the name of one of the Sletneys. Hold on, let me find his name. Isambard Sletney. Now, Isambard Sletney is the great great-great-grandfather of Dles. Okay, so he was quite old when he passed away, well off, well rich. And he discovered something in the wastes. He discovered the platinum mine. He also discovered the Lich. He knew the Lich was there. But what he had found on his previous travels was something that the Lich feared. It was a small wooden puzzle box. And he used that to lord over the Lich, to stop the armies of the Lich coming closer to Kanzaks, to stop them from interfering with his mine. After he passed away, the artifact passed into the sons and sons' sons and sons' sons, until there came a time where old superstition and rumour became nothing but that. And the fat cat Sletnies sat on their laurels and did nothing to reaffirm that threat, that small iota of power that they held over a master of the undead. Until what you saw happened. The last bit of history is actually written not about that. The last piece of history is written about the marriage and the subsequent loss of a child to the Sletnies.
They who the Lich was?
No,
Didn't say.
no, they found the Lich, but no, they had a power over it with this
And
spot.
nothing on the box. Okay. Okay.
The Lich has always been here as far as local history can remember, but was kept back at bay thanks to Isambard and the puzzle box.
Just something doesn't ring right to me. I heard things about Lich and things like that. But what could a Lich fear in a puzzle? Oh. Oh. If it's what I think it is,
You can
we
roll a nature check, because I think I know where you're going with this, but I want to know if Niala would know.
nature.
Or
Nature.
no, oh, yeah, nature. I think it would be nature.
Arcana?
Or
Yeah.
Arcana, maybe Arcana. Yeah, Arcana would be fair.
Can I roll as well? Because I think I know what this is, but I like.
Yeah, you can.
Or do you want to give me advantage?
No,
Oh yeah, no, okay.
16.
natural 20 for 27.
Oh, look at this. You both suspect that an item that holds power over Lich might be the thing that links it to its body, to its everlasting, undying soul, that being its phylactery. A thing that while it still exists, a Lich can come back, can regenerate, can return from the dead, even though you may slay its form. It won't last. It won't stay in the underworld. It will creep back.
Would we know how to destroy it?
Maybe with your high roll, you know that certain magical artifacts can be destroyed by certain other magical artifacts, or enchantments or de-enchantments but you would need a high level wizard, priestess, priest, necromancer of some sort, or something very high powered wizard to undo the magic that binds a lich to its phylactery.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, we'll go to Luke because Luke's next on my screen. So Arden, with your 16 now, you were looking into the history of the you were doing Ruins Bishop, you were doing the book on Arden, sorry, what you
Vermillion.
Vermillion. So Vermillion, very short history on Vermillion and doesn't take very much looking into. You had a rough map of Vermillion, if you remember, a little while ago, with a kind of rough outline of how it was and how it was set up. Very mysterious circumstances under how quickly it was kind of, how it was found, established, and almost like there in a blink of an eye compared to how, because of the platinum, it's really easy to build when you've got that much wealth. You can employ that much manpower or person power or creature power to fill it. And then after the death of the father of Bless, who was regularly making trips to and fro from here, there seemed to be something that happened, and people started getting disturbing dreams in the area, like hearing things in the night, chatterings and strange happenings and goings on, and several of the villagers went missing, and it started getting worse and worse, and people feared for their lives and the lives of their children, and without a lord there or someone to guide them, just like the local village magistrate or the local kind of guides, they left. And you've met one of them. You met Lucas, and you met Astra also, who's once at Vermillion, or used to sell flowers at Vermillion.
Right. So, what now?
You got one more book to have a look in, and that was a 21.
27.
27. Crikey, Riley.
No, wait. That was for the black card. Let me check what I actually wrote because I forgot. I'm pretty sure it was a 21. Yeah, 21.
So you look in this book about the Ignition Ruins. Now, the Ignition Ruins were called so because they were once a fire. There was great heat, volcanic activity, masses and masses of burning lava erupting, running down the mountainsides and pouring down. And those that worshipped the powers of fire and the powers of the molten earth itself were there. It was rumored to be a portal to the elemental planes of earth and fire there. And this place was a place for making bargains, speaking to, praying to entities and beings from the other side of that place, where people would exchange, would step through and trade. But this fell long ago. This is ancient history, before the history that Nyala reads in the books of several hundred years. This is like 500, maybe 1,000 years ago. The dates are indecipherable, really. They've been rewritten so many times as you thumb this tome.
So obviously I say this, to the group.
Share it to the group.
Well, there isn't really much to know about the ignition ruin besides ancient history that might be irrelevant now?
It could be traps.
Could be, but
Magical traps. Plus, there is a lich, so you know.
If what you say about a portal, rumored portals between realms, there's a reason that this being has decided to make this its home. It's impossible to know, but we could assume something that it draws power from it. It connects it to another realm. Maybe that's where it gets its armies. We don't know. But I find it very coincidental that a lich would take up home in a place that in ancient history was rumored to have a connection to other realms. So there's a reason, there's a connection, but we just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
And where does this Vermillion flask come in? The ignition ruins, a connection between realms, a lich, and an artifact that heals. We've got an artifact that heals, and we've got a lich that's bringing the dead back to life. Again, is that a coincidence, or is it an artifact that's being misused?
I
It's being
might have
corrupted.
a theory, but if it's what I think it is, it's really honorable coup. Because what I think, other realm and everything, it just made me think that this vial, this potion is just, it was made with someone's life.
We don't have enough
Soul
information.
being, I don't know.
We can jump to all the conclusions we want, but at the moment we've only got a few solid facts, and the rest of this, but not even those are slim. Some of those are conjecture, and some of those are rumor and mythical history. I think there's only one way we're going to find out more, and that's by getting closer. Vermillion hasn't been inhabited for a long time now. Maybe there's more answers there, more information that has been lost to people.
Maybe, but something else is not right with me. Like, since we arrived near Kensax, we've been dreaming. And not like dreaming in like you and me would do, or not like health would do, but dreaming about, I know for a fact in your case about your past. And yes, this other time where we just transported into the Fae, I think. It's just like there is something driving us into dreamland.
There's a lot of weird shit going on. We need to keep focused, and we need to move forward on one thing at a time.
Well, if this box is what I think it is, and I think Bishop is with me on this.
Azara, is there
Yeah.
anybody that we can speak to about Vermillion? Anything, any reports of the place? What's going on? We've heard talk of spirits, people going mad.
Ajara will roll to see if they know. Ajara doesn't know. Ajara like leans back on the stacks and says, they are down half of this bottle already, and Gerald is indulging also. What do you about Vermillion? No, I don't know much. There's that George from there, and he speaks sometimes of Always, always the good old days in Vermillion. And I don't listen. I don't listen to Lucas or George.
Lucas? You know Lucas?
I traveled from Vermillion, of course, yes.
Did you leave?
I know the inn owner. You think I will not know the owner of an inn? You're very much mistaken.
I think we've gleaned all we can gather from this place. If Rook and Nan are staying, then we need to prepare to leave and move forward.
Excellent. Now you want to drink.
No.
Come on, Gerald. You've done enough of your nerdy reading now. Come on. Come with me. Gerald, come. We get naked. We go in the snow. It'd be beautiful.
That's how you get hypothermia.
Not if you do it right.
It's
Remember
thrilling.
when I got out of the inn the very first time we met with the inn owner on the lake? I learned something there that it's just supposed to up. Just that you can try it another time. It's just okay.
Iljar, is there any way we can get supplies, things that I can top up on?
Yeah. What you want? I mean, we don't like the undead. You don't like the undead. You're gonna go and find the lich. You know, we'll give you a helping hand if we can. I'll come punch a lich. I would love to punch a lich.
I mean, anybody else that can come, or just you?
Look at them. You think any of these can punch a lich? And she gestures to the room of scribes.
You know, here, but up there, maybe.
Okay.
They have their own business to do.
Right.
Stuck.
Well,
Okay.
I've
Well, the
never
more the
been. I
merrier.
never agreed to join Lillament. You know.
Well, the more the merrier. I suppose we've lost two. We need to gain
Excellent.
somewhere.
So
Yeah,
that's
you
excellent.
really needed to remind me that.
Thank you.
Okay,
Right,
so what?
where can I get supplies?
Let's go to the supply room. What would you like to stock up on if it's available?
Equipment to make potions,
Okay.
oils, salves, acids.
You don't need the all or everything. So jug of alchemy can make it.
True.
Why did you think I took it? We don't need to take water supplies or even oil or vinegar or something like that.
True, but
Yeah.
I still need the other components.
Okay. What more specifically, so I can roll and see if they're available.
So ingredients for health potions: acid, alchemist's fire, soap. What else have I got? What else can I make?
Very lucky. They are well stocked.
Lovely.
You can take one of each thing that you require for making these things. So you can probably have enough ingredients to make one more health potion, one vial of acid.
Okay, and also, how are we doing on food?
I think you got shitloads of stuff, haven't you still?
Yeah, but we've been on the road quite a long time.
Yeah, you have been traveling a while. What's everyone got rations wise? Oh, we lost Cecilia. Oh, she bounced out. Bam!
Oh dear.
Celia.
I only got, oh shit, where is it? I only got, how many is that? Is this, how many is this? Okay. I got 5.
5.
Yeah.
5 days travel.
So there's no ration for me to take up. I'll take it. You know, like for another 5 days, because I don't know how long it's gonna take to get there and come back.
I had 93.
Oh god damn!
Because you
So I
you
don't-
got loads from where was it from?
The snowed in.
Yeah, you got loads when you went in there and raided the stuff.
From the Underdark.
So,
No, when
I
you
mean,
found the Duragar,
the Duragar, yeah.
the Snowden. Oh, here comes the issue back.
The snowed
So
in,
I'm going to say,
which was many weeks ago.
let's pull them all together.
Many
Find out
weeks
what the
ago.
total was between the party, and I'll quickly look at everyone else, the other sheets.
Yeah.
Well, we,
We'll go 90
we split them between us, and that's how many are
Oh, we
there.
did?
yeah,
Oh shit! I never
Finn-
wrote it down.
You
Finn was
didn't, you weren't there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah,
Celia.
Celia has mine. Yeah, Celia took everything that I had.
Only the
Sorry,
stuff that
I
was
just
left in the
got
room.
disconnected.
So yeah, that'd be. I'm going to say one. I'm going to say knock that down to about. Maybe so Duragar back in there. And traveling out again. 14.
I'd say it's been at least 2 months,
Yeah. So you're going to need to take 2 months worth of rations. So
which would be about 60. So I'm down to about 30.
yeah, I think that's about it. So you need to adjust your rations. Bishop, I'm going to say they will stock each one of you up to 25 days of rationing in this place for a long expedition. So if you haven't got any rations, 25. If not, if you had masses before, as you may have done, please adjust it to 25.
I would be if possible if they have it somewhere hidden in the back or something. Would they happen to have tinker tools?
Tinker's tools. They do.
Oh yeah, can I take those?
I'm going to say that's from your friend that you made down in the down below.
Oh, and at the smithing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gluff passes you these tinkerer's tools and says, yeah, I don't, how was his voice? I don't know what you want these for, but, well, if they serve you well, they're on loan, mind you. When you return, I expect to have them back and intact, please.
Yes, of course. It's always useful to learn tricks. That's how I use these to modify my weapons to some degree.
A true tinkerer and a weaponsmith. Very interesting. Be sure to show me some of this when you get back. If you get time on the road to have a play, then come see me.
Yeah, of course.
Very well. See you later, Bishop. I hear you're
Wish
off.
me luck.
Yes, I hear you're off to the Vermillion.
Yeah, and with how you pronounce her name? Ijara?
Great drinking partner, Ishara. Can normally drink me, yeah, under the table normally. The stories, such amazing stories. I'm not sure which ones are true or which ones are just bravado, but crikey, that girl can drink.
Good to know that I don't go against her when it comes to drinking. So.
It's a battle not worth fighting, my friend.
I know all about those. And oh, another thing I want to ask, Jared, Jared, was that his name? The one at the bottom? Jared or Jared?
Jared.
Jared. Gerald. I was so close, so close. Before we would have gone upstairs, like back upstairs, I would have asked him if he has any language books. Like if they have any here.
Okay. No, they have some, but they're not available to look at right now. Available maybe another time, but they're not easiest to get out. They're the piles.
Oh,
Nobody's really interested in those. Nobody's very interested in those. Sorry, wrong voice.
Hey, those are interesting.
So
you guys were walking off, but there's like a private conversation.
Okay.
Are we staying the night? Is there somewhere we can stay before we prepare to carry on?
Yeah, there was an area with bunks and cabins and stuff that you could appropriate for the evening and rest and gather your things and prep yourselves.
While we're sitting there, I'm going to take out some paper.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start folding it. And I fold it into 2 cranes. But before I started folding, I've written a message in each one. And I kind of just set them off on their way, and these cranes start flying.
Okay.
And one's addressed to Rook and one's addressed to Nan.
Oh, okay. You fold them so intricately. And one just travels downstairs to where you've seen Rook recently. You've only just left him a little while ago with the books and things like that. I'll let you message me and I will forward on to George the message so I know how to interact with that. And Nan, you haven't seen since they walked up from the area where you were previously, but you don't see the kind of the little thing flits off. And, quite sure.
Send them on their way.
Yeah.
If we're not gonna do anything else for our current day, then Bishop would have gone upstairs, like out, like above where like all the snow is.
Yes.
Silly my idea.
And start training, so to speak.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm pretty sure I redid this in the same day. I could be mistaken because it's been a while. I don't remember if I meditated on the dagger already.
You did the day before. You camped and sat around the fire, and then moved on.
So this is a new day.
Yeah, this is a new day, so you can roll again if you want for your.
Yeah. What do I roll again?
So for that, I was going to do a con, I think, for trying to get yourself leveled, or maybe a wisdom.
A con check or a con save?
Con check, I think it would be to keep your concentration.
Hey, 18.
Nice. You look upon this dagger and you feel it. You feel like the darkness that exists within the blade. And as you stare, you can see almost how it appears to kind of almost, if you turn your head slightly, you can almost see it vanish and reappear into this material realm. And you stare, and you find a great peace among your heart. With that 18, what I'm going to do is going to give you an advantage on your first attack roll of the day.
Oh.
So your next attack roll.
Oh, okay. And after that, they're just gonna like activate like the Rite of Lightning and like just start practicing like their guard movements it's not as fluid as they would like it to be, but you know, it's just too like.
Yeah, I can see you out in the snow, on the maybe on the ruins of the temple, kind of practicing these moves and just moving about and trying to get that defense up. Yes. Sorry. Let's go to see Niala for a minute, please.
Yeah.
Then we'll come back to Arden in a second.
It's just Niala's feeling not really correct right now. Let's say it like that. So she's just going to ask if anyone has a flute around.
Instruments, yeah, we get the instrument for you, no worries. So they find a Yuzara can find you one of these and pass you a small flute.
Thanks. It's just I'm feeling a bit down, and you know, some calming music would be nice.
Music is always welcome, warms the heart.
Yeah. You tell me. When I was little, there was actually right after I had to leave my home, I was taken care of by a person that I really like. It's just I was still feral at the time. I was just a silly little cat that grew up in the wild, and sometimes I could hear music, and I don't know, it just was calming.
Play,
Just,
play. I will not sing. I will listen to your song, or your tune. Let's have a performance check and see how well it plays.
Oh, please be in that one.
I mean, she's proficient in flute, so that's why. Okay. Come on. Please be it good. Oh no. Shit, that's the one.
Really? You start playing. It's been a while since you've put a pipe to your lips, and you go to sort of, and it's just a lot of breath. Just you go, and Yuzara goes, "The music of your people I cannot hear.
Yeah,
So high pitched."
it's been a long time. It's fine. I'll go see if I towards outside. I need fresh air.
You know what they say. You know what they say.
No, what do they say?
A lot of rubbish. I don't listen. I don't know what they say.
Maybe. Oh, I had a question. Just you see this crate with the symbol on it?
Yeah.
Where did it come from?
From a ship.
Yes, but when did the ship come?
Not for a while. This is old salt fish and stuff like that. It comes every now and then when we need supply.
You
Why,
know
you
when
want-
we
Sorry, go on.
do you know when it will come back?
No, I can ask one of the people Gerald might know. Gerald knows lots of things. He's always with the books.
Shit. Can you ask him? I'm just going to go outside. I
Yeah,
really need
yeah.
to. Just
So Ijara turns around, and in Ijara's shadow is Gerald, the other side of the table. Gerald is well into his cups, and he's like, Gerald, Gerald, look, get the eyes up from the drink. Look at me. Whoa, Ijara, look, the cat lady wants to know, when is the ship coming again? The boat. When we order it. Yeah, I know when you order it. When is next order? And you can see him racking his brain. And currently in his delirious state, he has no idea of when the next ship is coming. He rolled with disadvantage on his check and rolled a 6. Back to you, Arden, please.
So I assume we're taking a long rest at this point.
Yes, you may take a long rest, everybody that hasn't done so already.
I'm going to spend 2 of those 8 hours making some holy water.
Yes.
After I've sent off my friends and doing all that.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's my light work.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, Bishop's done a training, and Nyala, is there anything you want to do? Your non-strenuous sort of activity?
Well, just before, just going to go for a walk a bit, and then
We'll take a quick break in a minute anyway for
yeah.
Luke. I think Lee's doing a quick loo break, but
And then she's going, right before going to bed, she's going to cast sending to contact a master or teacher, sorry.
Litiana.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, it's Nyala. We found help and some answers. The puzzle box is the key.
It's only
Yeah.
15.
It's 15 words?
No, you.
that's 20, but you already used 50.
You only
25,
use-
but you already used 50.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
okay.
only use 15.
Okay.
You got another 10.
Yeah.
You don't have to
It's-
use all of them.
I know, but I just want to give her as much information as I can. It's the lich soul, potentially. It was in Vermillion before.
You get a reply back after some time, and it's that very delicate voice that comes into your ear, and it says, "A phylactery. You mean? That is something most abhorrent. It must not be. It must be destroyed. I will look further for you, my precious student."
No, I'm just going to sleep. No.
Does she always sound like that?
She was always very dreamy, gentle.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I never really. I thought she sounded like a lot more different. So,
I may have forgotten her accent. It's been quite some time since you spoke to Litiana.
yeah,
But I think
that's doing everything.
she was dreamy because she's Gith Zerai. So
Oh.
Gith Zerai, floaty road. One of the first things Brooke noticed coming into the city of Kansas actually was that individual with a very high perception, looking for some guards because Rick was worried. Yeah. So you long rest and you wake in the morning. What would you like to do? You wake inside the kind of fortress, the ruins of this temple.
I want to go to where there's like where the blacksmiths where they would keep the metals and like look for like small shards that I could take.
Mhm.
Like there's something I want to craft, but it takes time, and I just want to get the materials and.
Will you need a smith's fire to be able to craft this?
Wait, what?
Will you need a blacksmith's itself or a smith's forge to be able to craft this item?
I don't think so. I can send you what I'm trying to make.
If you need to heat metal by any degree, to do that on a campfire is nigh on impossible.
All right. Then, good point. I guess never mind. Then I'll just leave that alone.
Okay.
because I'm not sure if I will need a campfire, a forge or not.
Yeah, to get any amount of heat that can mold and shape metal. Sorry, I think that's me feeding back through Diaz. To get any kind of amount of heat that can get to that temperature to make metal moldable, shapeable, is going to need some considerable bellows and a lot of, a directed heat rather than just the casual heat of a campfire. What would anybody like to do? You wake up in the morning, there is kind of like there's a smell of baking bread in the place filtering through as you wake, and a kind of breakfast of oats and some sort of milk is being brewed on one of the cauldrons. A couple of sort of early morning types are up and they're breakfast in. You do not see Ajara, and you do not see Gerald.
Yeah, I was going to wake up Arden and just ask him, Dope, do you want to try yesterday thing that I said? You're mute.
What? What did you mention yesterday? Oh no, not the snow thing.
Come on, it could be fun.
I can imagine it's many things. Fun is not one of them, but
Come on. Please.
all right.
Like the
yes.
big eyes.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Okay, so before everyone is up, you go out, you weave your way through the black crags that ripple maliciously as you delicately pass by them, knowing that within their very pores of this rock exists slime that is not nice and pretty mean to you. You find a patch of deep enough snow. This is kind of on the shale beach where you were before.
This will be a con save or con check, was it? I can't
I think it was a con save I made you do. I think
It was a long time ago.
it was
No, I
like
wasn't
episode
part of it,
one,
so-
man.
It was episode 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Episode 1.
Oh god, here we go.
I mean, like I don't know.
Yeah, it's a con save. Let's say it's a con save because you're getting into something cold. It's your constitution.
Okay. Oh no. That's a 7 for me.
Oh god. Okay. Yes.
Natural 20 for a 22.
Okay. You jump in and you are refreshed. You feel this invigorating power of the cold hit you. You do that gasp, but then you hold yourself in the snow. And you gradually calm your breathing and you look over to where Niala is and they're trying to do the same, but they're shivering. And even you can tell through that mass of fur that is now like caked to their skin, you can see the tip of their nose go blue going, isn't this invigorating? Is this not invigorating? Yes, they're trying to hold on. So you're going to have some advantage on that first attack roll of the day. I think that's what I did with the last one when you had this kind
Isn't
of...
it temporary hit points?
Oh no, it was hit points, wasn't it? What did I say? Was it a D8? I think it was a D8. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
So long ago when I made this up. Okay, you're going to get 6 temporary hit points.
Hey.
And Niala, you are just cold. you are really, really cold. Yeah.
Wander over to Nyala and I go, you're right. It was very refreshing.
I don't know what I did wrong this time.
You hear a booming laugh across the shale beach. Naked! Yes! Excellent! And you look over and then with their arms round Bjorn and Espen, like this, in between the two bears is Ishara. Look, bears! Look! Yeah! They're just so happy. Excellent. Come on. Bears ready now. I fed the bears.
We still have Bishop to go.
I imagine at that point Bishop kind of walks out between the rocks.
I would assume I might have the spare skis with me as I'm coming back, or
Yeah.
would they have brought them already?
The skis. Where do we have skis from?
The forge.
Oh, the repair stuff. It appears that has actually been fitted and repaired overnight for you by the team.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
there's work to be done. They've done the work. Espen and Bjorn look pretty well fed. They might have even been groomed. They're looking quite well brushed, and Bjorn's got like a brace on, like a properly adjusted brace on the front paw that gave way. I think it's the front left. But where the damage has been done, they look healthy enough to go. You'll need warmth, little one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can take a break. So we're going to pause before we start traveling then. All right?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's pause. Have
Sorry,
a
guys.
coffee,
It's all right.
coffee.
I just need to take a break because my girlfriend's just got back from Manchester. So
That's okay. Cool. Yeah, no worries.
Sorry.
We're going to go have a quick break. Okay. Colin. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Out of the Cold, where our party are just about due to leave the tower in the ice. The Gathering of the Lament. What would you like to do before you leave? Is there anything you want to do? You're freezing cold, Nyala, at the moment. You know that it's normally quite warm inside the cart.
Just going to quickly go to Ijara and ask her again for the boat. Like, did you manage to get an answer?
No answers. Gerald had a great night. Oh, Gerald. Magnifique.
I bet. She
He
just
has
ran.
frostbite in places Swan does not on frostbite.
Great. She just rushed inside to get
Does
under
anybody
a
want
pile.
frostbite anywhere?
There are worse places.
Right. Do you have everything you need?
Yeah.
I need blankets.
You see Niala's head poke through the little doors that kind of come onto the back of the cart. That kind of weird levitating head syndrome thing that you get when you look through the window. That is creepy. What's happening here?
Magical cart.
Oh, yeah, we might not have mentioned that before. Yeah.
Magical card.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
It's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
Am I driving?
It's up to you. Tell me what's the running order. Where is everybody?
Oh,
If you guys are gonna be busy inside, then I'll drive.
I'm gonna sit up the top for now until I'm comfortable we've got our heading correct.
So you're going to assist Ijara with the mapping?
Yes, 100%. I'm not letting Anjara determine our direction in any way, shape, or form.
Look, I don't know why. Look, she's fine. She's survival. She's got +0. I mean, come on.
I mean, my survival's not too much better, but it's better than a +0.
Yeah. So you begin making your way. You have
If
your
you need
prepared.
survival, I have a plus. Sorry.
No, go on. It's the delay thing. I forget you get lag.
I can see in my video that I'm a bit laggy.
Go on.
I have a
what are you
+7 to survival.
thinking? Nice.
But it's not meant for
7 in
this.
survival. I
Like,
think,
what are you
I'm
guys
the most
doing?
survival person here.
Bishop's driving. I'm up top. Nyala, are you inside trying to get warm or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Ijara will sit next to Bishop and say, "This way. Let's go."
And practicing magic.
Okay, cool. So you're inside and you start practicing. What specifically are you trying to practice? What are you trying to manifest here? Tell me all about it.
Oh god. Where's my list of spells? Okay. There's a one I want for this one. Where is it? It's about this steed, if I remember correctly, because I did have fabricate. Where's my spell book? Okay. Sorry. Faithful Hound. I'm trying to add to work this time.
Okay.
Isn't that a paladin spell?
It's a wizard spell too.
Okay. Wow.
It's
Okay,
just-
so you're trying to manifest this spell. Can you make me an Arcana check?
She ends up with a chihuahua instead of a mastiff.
13.
13. You try to manifest the spell and it nearly gets there. So close. And just as you do so, you feel a claw in your toe.
Free.
Cats, man. They just
She's
can't go
gonna
on.
scream. But you know,
Yeah.
like this kind of scream that the cats when they're afraid, like
Yeah, and you look down and Godfrey just simply slowly opens the big eyes, gently takes the claws out, gently places the paw back and goes to put the claws in again.
Has anybody been feeding Godfrey?
no,
No,
we forgot.
he can feed himself. It's fine.
How is this guy still alive?
I don't know. He's a magical cat. It's just Niall's just going to stop. Okay, I got it.
Oh, actually, I've got to do something.
Oh
Hold
no.
on.
To see if it's live.
No, it's not. It's not bigger on the inside. We play Schrodinger's cat. Is the cat live or dead?
Schrodinger's sled.
Yes, Schrodinger's sled. Oh, I heard a really bad long dad joke about Schrodinger's cat.
I know what we need. We need an autopilot on the car.
Get yourself an automaton.
Oh, I can make one if you give me time.
Hold on. I need to find something.
You're not an al. You're not an al.
Artificer. I can multi-class into one. Don't test me.
A level 1 artificer cannot
Yeah.
make an automaton.
Yeah, I can be a level 19 in Blood Hunter and 1 in Artificer. I'll figure something out.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find the.
I'll make my own lab, a giant lab where it could just be a manufacturing
Oh,
place
why
for
is
just
this so hard
parts.
to find? Flipping D&D Beyond, D&D Beyond.
But nah, I have other plans. I got other plans for myself.
Okay.
I know part of those plans.
No, this is something I literally just came up with like 2 days ago.
Okay.
So it's like,
So,
yeah, I'm interested to see if I'll actually have a chance to make it or not. So it's like, yeah. Because I was thinking Skyrim when I came up with the idea. So it's like, that's
oh, no, no, both.
you know.
You see you see that Godfrey is looking rather thin as you look down at him, but you feel that the magical energy that you cast, you see it kind of beginning your hand, but some of it seems to have like kind of wrapped around Godfrey, and Godfrey's fattens slightly, like you can see the ribs slightly cover.
There's a magic eating cat.
Ah. Is there anything cats don't take away?
Guys,
Pain.
guys.
They're outside and on the roof.
Nah,
You
nah.
have to open the
we're not.
door.
Are
Can I
you
lock it?
magical?
Can I put the lock on from the outside?
You did not know they were doing that, so you wouldn't have probably done it. So you poke your head out through the doors, so you see the beautiful sunny lakeside view that you see outside of your cottage window inside the cart. And do you go outside? Do you open?
Yeah, it's just like poking my head outside, like,
And it's that
guys.
the kind of floating black head of Nyala on a black screen.
Guys, I think Godfrey is magical.
Why does that not surprise me?
It just ate my magic.
He ate your magic?
Yes.
Okay, well, if that grumpy cat is as mean as I think he is, maybe we can get him to make friends with the Lich and steal his magic.
She just go back inside, like.
Stuck. The face vanishes and the cart looks like a cart again, and you've got the lovely sunshine peering through the windows.
She's just going to grab a staff and do the speak with animal thing on it. Like,
Okay.
Godfrey, what are you? How do you eat magic like this?
Okay. Do you cast that spell
With
Yeah.
yeah.
with the staff? So you cast a spell and begin to speak. And Godfrey looks constipated. Godfrey looks very unwell for a few seconds. And then Godfrey explodes.
Oh, fuck. How are you gonna kill someone like you? Like, does it reform? Is it like guts
Well,
everywhere?
reform,
Then it's
yeah,
like slowly
guts.
coming back
Yeah.
to someone?
Each of the little things, the pieces, suddenly kind of slough up from the floor. And there are now several Godfreys where Godfrey once stood.
Ah,
And they all in unison. And then they
cat.
and they speak to you and say, "We are hungry. Where is the food?"
I'm
So
killing
there's
cat.
one voice, like, "We are hungry. Where is the food?"
She's going to go through the door, like, Arden,
What?
get down, please.
Why?
Godfrey exploded. There is 7 of them.
What?
Calm down.
You've got this, haven't you, Bishop?
What?
Have you got this?
Yeah, I know how to drive a fucking car. Yes.
I know you do, but no.
He's
Okay.
doing very good for just a beginner.
Whatever you do, do not let Elshara take the reins.
You'll let me have a go when he's gone right. She
I
doesn't
know
really
how to-
listen.
Yes, go.
You
I
go.
covered that.
You
Do
climb
not drink and drive.
you climb inside and you see you come in through the back door and you see this.
Okay, what's going? What the fuck?
Wow.
I didn't do anything. I just was practicing my magic, and then just ate my magic, and then I just used my staff, the staff from the mountain and
You
the monastery.
multiplied the cat.
I didn't mean it. I just wanted to speak with it. And just
You do still have speak with animals up.
yeah.
Niola, do you even know what you're doing with that spell? Maybe you need to practice it a bit more, and this time not on the cat.
I was trying to summon a hound, something to help me.
We don't like the dogs. Just Godfrey says, we don't like the dogs into your mind.
It's not.
You can't keep all 7 of them. I don't care what you think. Like,
they just all speak at the same time. They're one entity, Arden.
what do you mean they're speaking at the same time? They're not saying anything.
To you, to me, no. I'm just speaking animal up right now.
But they're not making any noise.
I can still hear them.
They say. So Arden would just hear this grumpily, like mewing, kind of chewing their tongues. They say, where is the food? We do not like the dog things.
If you're keeping these things, you have to feed them and do not let them go inside the cart. If they need to do their business, they do it outside.
Now that you say it, I never see them shit.
Maybe because they haven't been fed first.
No, even before.
Have you fed them before?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm checking inside all my clothes and my pillows tonight.
But they're sleeping with you anyway, so.
They are not sleeping next to me.
No, I mean the other night they were sleeping with you.
Oh God.
the horror.
Just take care of this. All right, just
Naked, big-eared cat, just like.
Just take care of this, please.
How do I fix this?
I don't know. I'm not the wizard.
This is just some poor excuse, you know this? Just very panic cat right now.
I look down at them and I kind of just give like pick one up.
Yeah, they're like Godfrey, but like smaller. They're like smaller Godfreys, but they look exactly identical to Godfrey. From what your experience of Godfrey was, which is very little, but they are that hairless, big-eared creature.
Pinch one of them to see whether the rest react.
Yeah, they.
All of them.
Yeah.
Pop it down. Just feed the one. The rest will be fine.
Sure, it's not like your weird animal like last time there was in fact Ketu. Except Ketu was another being, and just you know, they just change form and everything.
Just feed the one.
Okay.
The rest will be fine.
Okay.
The food cat person. We are bored.
It's not cat person, it's Nyala, and all of you are going to be one again. Or I swear I am going to lose my marbles.
We are one.
No, you are 7. I want 1, Godfrey. Just imagine like Alden here's like
And you pointing angrily at this bunch of 7 cats.
Just feed the damn cat.
Oh, sorry. Just what I'm trying to do.
There's a knock on. Sorry, go on.
I thought Niana was just no cat. I don't know she had to cast
That's
comprehend languages.
racist.
No, but like think about it though.
That's
She's like she's part feline.
yeah.
Like but
We're
like when
part
she
ape.
has, like
We can't speak to chimps.
but
yeah.
like when she has like some understanding, like some very basic understanding.
Maybe of some of the body language, I would say there's
Yeah,
familiar
like-
body language, but you couldn't have a full-on conversation. But Godfrey,
She knows as much cat as we know monkey.
yeah, I might be able to go. That monkey is angry, or
Yep.
that monkey doesn't like me. That might be as far as I can get. Bishop, could you make me a perception check, please?
When I know why.
No.
Perception. I have my goggles on, so no. I got advantage on sight only if it requires. Oh shit, natural 20, 24.
Okay. You and Ijara both see way off that there is a splitting in the ice, like a deep cracking in the ice, and you see it well ahead of time, and you're able to steer around this patch of ice that looked rather thin or shaky or cracked, and maybe cracked and then refrozen.
Oh yeah.
But it was definitely broken up at some point. You're not quite sure, because you can go and investigate if you'd like to, if you want to go and look at it, or you can just steer around.
Can we like slow down as we're getting near it to see to see it and
Sure.
catch it? Yeah.
You can make a perception with disadvantage, I think, because you're traveling and you.
Okay. This. Could be super bad. I already know it. Oh, 15.
15 with disadvantage. Okay. You look at this and you gauge from it that it might have been something underneath. Pushing
like it opened like outward.
Yeah. So where it's not gone in this way and set this way, it's gone up this way and set this way.
Yeah.
Where the plates are, they're very much bent outwards.
And
I don't
up rather than down.
Yeah, and I don't happen to see anything like besides.
It's long sealed. It looks as you get closer, it is frozen shut, and it might be pretty secure, but you don't want to risk it, so you steer wide of it as you go round just not to risk it. But it looks pushed out rather than pushed something falling through it, if that makes sense.
Okay, all right, and would it be like clear, right? It looks like cracks in the ice. You know what I mean?
It looks like pushed up. That's about all you can gauge.
Right.
The ice is quite deep in places and shallower and less deep in others, but this area you can see just this push up.
All right. Well, even though I don't know how long it would have been because it's fucking freezing over here. But I'll also just keep on the lookout for anything that could have potentially, made this like hole that something could have escaped from.
Yeah. How I also didn't ask your speed of travel, folks. Are you traveling slowly, moderate, or fast?
I'll say slowly at first and then moderate, so that Bjorn was the one that got hurt, right?
Yeah, it might be something to discuss with everybody. We might need to kind of go back and see how fast we want to travel this thing. So you've got a mission on because you've got a speed to get back to Kansas if you can.
Moderate, I reckon. Moderate.
Yeah.
Or if it's longer.
Then fast.
So far.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. If it's a longer but safer journey, maybe we should go fast.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going fast, I also just keep a look on Bjorn to see how he's doing. Make sure that his leg doesn't get
monitor the bears.
Yeah. Cool. Can you make an animal handling check, whoever's monitoring these bears? I'm going to say that because Arden suggested it, you were up the top originally. You can have you can have a straight roll on this because it would be at disadvantage because the bear is, fast speed, disadvantage, going to not have such a clearer picture, maybe. But you can do it as a straight roll, please, Bishop.
Yeah, I'll do it in a minute.
Oh, it's just vanished into the ether.
All right, you said a straight animal?
Animal handling.
Straight roll.
Yeah, because I'm saying Arden was assisting.
Oh no, it was a 9, 13.
You think Bjorn's doing all right now? Yeah, you think Bjorn is fine, and let's see about you. Yeah, and you think Espen is doing pretty good as well. They seem to be padding along at a decent pace across the ice, and the cart's new skis seem to be keeping you true. There's not too much of the kind of swing as you have to make those slight course adjustments, so there's not too much strain on the shoulders of the beasts as you proceed across the ice, and the sun gently shines across the wastes here, the ice, and you head out past the rim of mountains, the volcanic surrounding that the lake with the tower in the center of it exists, and you pan your way out and start carving your way back in to the mountains, and eventually make it onto solid ground. Bedrock is beneath you and snow that is settled, and you can feel the difference. You don't no longer hear that kind of singing of the ice, that mysterious as a sled goes across that, but you're now back in the forests, off of the ice. What would you like to do? You've been traveling probably for about I will say about 6 hours so far.
I want to check roughly from looking from our surroundings to the map, roughly how far we travel, so to speak.
Yeah, so it's gonna be, you travel within a week for this one, I think we said, in for the long way, the long safe way. So you've gone a day, like half a day's worth, basically, just over half a day's worth of travel that you can expected to keep the beasts going. Niala, are you still in the cart practicing magic with Godfrey?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Bishop, we've lost you a second.
Huh?
Oh, you're back. Sorry. Go on, sorry. Bishop, please.
Oh, are we gonna take a break? Nice.
Yes,
I think that's probably a good idea. I think maybe we should just let the bears have a rest for a short moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's like 6 hours of just lugging the sled. That's
take an hour, and then we can carry on for a few more hours before nightfall.
Yeah.
Yes, let's eat. I'm hungry.
I'll cook. See how that turns out.
I will hunt. I will go find something to eat.
Right. Then I'll get stuff prepared. Then I start setting.
Sorry, what did you say to Yara, Arden?
We have rations. I don't think it's necessary to wander the woods alone.
Not alone. You come.
Okay.
You don't have to. I will go.
No, I just don't think it's safe. But
it's never safe. Life isn't safe. You know, you could be at the cart junction. You will go to walk across where the carts are running, and a watermelon could fall off a cart and hit you on the head. You'll be dead. You'll never know.
This so feel oddly specific.
Just so random, bro.
Why do I feel like you've seen that happen?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, let's go hunt.
Okay, could you roll me a D? I think it's a D100.
Ancient dragons fly by.
I'm going to do this with physical dice.
Okay, no problem. Just going to get the table up. Give me a second.
A 0 and a 30, so that's 30, right?
40.
40.
0 and 30, it's 40, right?
Yeah. It'd be the other end of the spectrum. Yeah, 0 and
30.
Oh, 40. Yes, because it's 10 plus 30, so
yeah,
that's 40.
yeah. Hold
Because
up.
I'd have to roll a 90 plus a 10 to get 100. Okay, yeah, so it's 40.
Hold up. Okay. We're gonna go for. So it's 40.
Yep.
Okay. Hold on. I've got the wrong table. Your level. Come on. Where is it? Okay, 40. Here we are.
Fuck, I knew I was forgetting something. All right, okay.
You walk along for some time and you're just listening out for those telltale signs of looking for tracks as you would. So they roll a survival. Ijara makes a very good impression. Would you roll a survival as well, please, Arden?
Yep. 14.
You pick up the tracks that Ijara has blatantly missed. I mean, you see a set of footprints that look like a bounding stag. Like
Sure.
yes, and they're looking the completely other way.
Here.
A hare?
Here.
Here. A hare.
A stag.
A stag. Where?
Look at the footprints.
And now you point them out, they see them. Ah, excellent.
Quiet.
Okay. Stealth checks.
You've got disadvantage, I believe. $22.
A stag.
That's like a deer.
A male deer. You creep on for some time and you come to a clearing in the forest, Ard, with Ijara trying to be as quiet as possible. And you come across this small space where you glance through the snow and you see something that with the body of a stag. The front end rises up to a near-on human form. But great big horns rise out of the head like a stag, or an elk, maybe, but finer, more detailed. And they glance over the shoulder and they see the pair of you immediately and bound off.
Oh. And that wasn't a stag, that was a...
You can give chase if you want.
Does there appear to be anything in the immediate vicinity? Were they doing anything? Were they...
They appeared to be hunting themselves. They had a bow drawn and they were looking around, maybe why they were so aware of your presence. Maybe it was Ijara stomping around in full play.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
Jara, maybe
Yeah.
you should wait here just in case they double back.
Okay, I'll hold back.
Don't shoot them. Just hold fire.
Hold the fire.
Yeah, don't shoot the thing that we just saw.
No.
Okay, because that looked like it was a person. Right.
Yeah, might be better to punch.
If they attack you, then feel free to attack back.
Yes! I've never punched Stagman before.
Okay. I'm gonna go quietly up ahead.
Okay.
And I will follow quietly.
Okay. You trek on for... How long do you trek on for? Tell me how far you're going to go away from...
200 feet.
Okay, cool. Make me a stealth check.
22.
Quiet as the proverbial mouse. You sneak forward, darting with your monk-like instincts between the trees, pressing your back into the cold, hard bark of this dead forest. And you come across hard ground, but it doesn't feel for a second like the rock and the kind of compact earth that you've been walking on previously. Just scuff your foot sideways slightly on it. You see paved stones, regular pattern. And again, you kind of follow along to the edge of this. It's overgrown and tangled underneath it. And sometimes the cobbles have been pushed out, but they're beautifully rounded and carved. These are perfect shapes that are pushed up where they're pushed up. Some way off, you see the creature again, oblivious to your presence. And you see an arch made of, again, regular stone shapes, but intricately patterned. So marvelous in their intricacy, but also they're seamlessly, almost like the trees. They're almost hidden, but you can tell that this is not just part of the other trees, because there is a space in the arch. And the space in the arch is no snow. There is no ice, but the glow of a summer day trickles out from in that space.
Okay. Take out a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
And I fold it up into another crane.
Yeah.
And I send it towards the creature.
Okay. It flutters towards, and they suddenly take notice of me. Curiosity gets the better of them, and they lower their bow and they take it and they unfold. What does it say?
It just says we mean you no harm.
It looks back and it can't see you. Who goes?
Friend,
Friend in this place, it's not likely.
you're telling me. We're travelers. I was just as unexpected to see you as you were to see us.
This far out?
Yeah, we're heading to Vermillion.
Make a persuasion check for me.
10.
10.
Was better than the last time.
Why would anyone go to Vermillion? It's dead. Nothing, sir.
We were asked by a family to do a small favor, put some rites to rest and do some burials.
Seems like a long way to go for that.
It's not the only reason. Got a
Go
bit
on.
of pit stop.
They're scanning the trees, trying to get a look on you. No, still don't see you.
We're going to the Ignition Ruins.
They bristle. You see the shoulders hunch at that. What do you want with that place?
We mean to purge this land of the evil that haunts it.
Once a beautiful place I visited. So beautiful. Where earth and fire were one. Merging, ever changing. Creation and destruction simultaneous. Now desolate. Magicless. Sapped of so much.
How does a place like this still exist?
Sorry, say again, missed it.
How does a place like this still exist?
Like what?
This glade.
It's taken some time to get this one open.
Where does it lead?
To the Fae.
Why?
We're curious. We like to travel places. Some of us went out and built these gateways.
Did you get left behind?
Some were forgotten deliberately. Some were closed forever, never to be reopened.
Was it because of him?
This one, yes.
So why have you reopened this one? If there's still a danger.
I'm a curious one. I do not want to be enslaved.
Will you risk your people? Your land?
I risk myself to
If you were
seek
to
answers.
find this gateway, it wouldn't be just yourself at risk.
It's not that simple. There's a trick to it.
Right?
You need an invite or a password.
That is a good trick. What about the ones at the Ignition Ruins? Are they closed?
Those not to my realm.
But you've seen them.
I saw them when they were open. Time works different over there, and he gestures towards the doorway. Years passing. Hundreds sometimes, and you can come back to a different world here.
But this has been like this for many years. Hundreds. Do you know who they are?
Who?
It. Him.
Do they know? We know not only that it drives for power, greed. Greed is its driving force. It will do anything to have its power to live forever and ever, and build itself, its damnable minions of dead.
Is that why you left? Your
We're
people?
too weak to stop it then. It saw ways. It knew things. It could bring back the dead and probe their minds for the passwords.
So what makes you any different? Why do you think it's safe for you to come?
It's not. But I can't stand idly by while one world ends. It won't just give up with here, with a continent. It'll turn us all dead.
Is there anything you can do to help us?
Is your cause true and noble?
Well, saving the world isn't exactly a selfish thing to do. But then again,
It
it
might
is
be,
because I live in it.
yeah. Let me go, but you may call on me.
I was never holding you anywhere.
You tracked me. I know a hunter's movements. I still can't see you now.
I step out.
The bow is kind of jerked, but then not. It's lowered in the here. They reach inside a little pouch on their front. And they pull out a small dry pea pot and hand you it.
What do I do?
You turn it over and you see it has tiny little holes in it. It looks like a small ocarina or a pipe. If you blow on it, there will be. I need to convince my people that this place is worse.
Let's say
I need to convince them to raise more than just a meager force. They need to know that the threat threatens them also.
we've
When you
walked
have
the
evidence,
but there's no armies.
when you have evidence, when you can show them, have something to show them of this danger. Cool.
It's nice to know we have friends somewhere.
There are people who fight the good fight. I truly believe that.
Do you know any giants from where you're from?
Giants we have are the ones that grow roots.
The last time I think me and my friends were there, we woke one up.
Oh,
Someone
really?
was playing a game.
There are lots of games in the Fae.
Yeah, well, this one wasn't very fun, but look, thank you. I wish you luck in convincing your people. We'll need all the help we can get. And if we
I've
find
scouted these.
anything that can help you convince them,
I've
call on
seen.
me.
I've seen so many undead. I will take my findings back to my council. I will speak to them and try all my might to tell them that this is not the end, that you can't just shut a door and a problem go away. Not a problem such as this. Here, watch. And he walks to the portal and he touches a set of stones and you memorize it instantaneously, the symbols that he makes contacts with. Like it's almost implanted in your head. And he passes through.
Goodbye.
And then the portal kind of, and then when the sun, it kind of dissipates, the stones look so similar to trees. You would only know if you were looking.
Just look at the little ocarina in my hand. Didn't even ask their name. I'd head back to Aljara.
You find Ijara a little way off from where they were, and they've got 2 hares. Cut food.
Great.
What did you
Hello.
get?
A friend.
Where? I have more mouths to feed now?
No,
Bishop
no,
has
no. This one has their own people to take care of.
Okay. We go back now, eat?
Yeah, let's
Yes.
eat.
You go back and supper is prepared. Let's have a kitchen Dex from Bishop.
Oh, right. Fuck. Just straight up text?
Straight up Dex.
All right, well, that's a +1, guys.
Oh no.
So hopefully this turns out good. I doubt it. Yeah, I rolled 2 natural 20s. This is a 4, so 5.
the meat is tough. His stringy rabbit is hard. Oh, I think I've stalled. Hold on a second. I shall reconnect in a second. Ba 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 ba. Come on, Zoom. Come on.
You're just smiling. There you
Hello.
go.
There you go.
The meat is tough. Rabbit is stringy anyway. This comes out nearly like noodles somehow.
Yeah.
And,
I think,
I'm
oh,
a
well.
vegetarian.
it's bitter. It's not a pleasant thing, but Ijara seems to just be like munching down on it. Can everybody make a con check that eats the soup, apart from Arden, obviously?
Check. Okay.
Nibble on my
save.
rations.
No, con save, sorry, it'd be a con save.
Same thing. Oh, 18.
All right.
Oh no, be on close.
I
Okay,
know
so
how to eat my own food. That's the only thing that matters.
Yeah, it's a certain sort of special recipe.
Yeah, yeah.
I might not have the same luck as you. Seeing that.
I made the food specifically for me, but you know, the
Oh
other side I have
no.
to share with the others. So.
It's 8.
You you eat. It stays down, but it's uncomfortable. You sit around, you know, like when you've eaten too much and you keep burping.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing. As I was looking at you, people think I'm old. Look at the cat lady. Come
They
on.
just don't know how to appreciate good food.
No, this was Bishop Goggles. Very nice. Very nice.
It was nice. It's just I think I ate too much.
Like Caesar Bond, so like only halfway. And I was like, yeah, sure.
I just don't eat much. Okay. I can eat someone's I can eat human flesh, but it's not the same.
What the? This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Hello, what have I told you about talking about that?
But it's true. I'm not
People
hiding it.
are not food.
When the chef comes to it, it's just
All right, I'm gonna go back to driving as I just lead them to do their thing.
what did you find in the forest anyway?
I got to that.
Yeah.
I think you were onto something about the Fae.
What did you find?
I found one. I think this land used to be covered in Fae. I think this used to be one of their kingdoms. But they left when the Lich came. The portals are real. The Ignition Ruins portals exist. The Fae closed theirs to stop the Lich spreading over into their realm.
Wait, you saw a portal?
Yeah.
Take me there.
Why?
I need to verify something.
Mhm.
Check something. It's really quick. Queenie will be with us. It's fine.
So who's going? Jara will say, "You want help? You want to go back? I'll show you where we went. I know exactly."
The opposite direction of anywhere that the zero tells you. Come on, let's go. Let's be quick. We've
Hey,
stayed
you
here too
don't
long.
think I know the way?
No, I don't.
It's this way. And they point the wrong way.
Yeah, I
So
did
stop
hear
now.
this, so I'm with the bears, checking up on them, making sure that
Hey, Bishop. Bishop,
yes,
we're going, no, this way, where Arden goes, to see a portal. Apparently, portal. Want to come look?
to where?
Come on.
Ishara, I don't think this is something a bit private.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not realize it was a bit of like, you time. I did not know. Sorry. Like this morning with the naked in the snow.
Look, that
No,
was
it's
not
just
what
no. Why
Okay.
does everyone think that?
I don't want to know. I do not even care. Look, I will be with the bears and Bishop, and we will talk cooking and we will talk bears.
Yeah. Yeah. We yeah.
Okay. You go off, you find the portal pretty much immediately. Arden can find the way, seemingly.
There's 2 trees there. There. That's it.
You see her get out a little stone, black stone, trying to see if it reacts.
Which stone is this?
The one,
From the boat?
yeah.
The one that pulls you towards your boat.
Not really towards a boat, but more like the one with the plane. Was a Terran.
Oh. Yeah, it shows you back to where you were nurtured as a young kid. You feel it doesn't pull you there. It points high up to the peaks. You feel it draw you to the very, very top of the highest precipice you can see. Your eyes are focused upon that point. But you feel in this space something. Could you make me an Arcana check, please? No.
And up. 19.
You feel that there is a great history here. You feel that this was of not of the Fey realm, but of Fey creatures. Once a great forest, once lush and vibrant with all the things that come with a forest tended to by elves and tree nymphs and dryads and all the things that look after the things of nature. You know this to be an old forest that was once Fey.
Yeah. I'm going to summon Queenie. And I'm going to ask him, Queenie, do you know this place?
Queenie's a Fey spirit. So when you summon Queenie, they kind of shiver. Like the magic's been lost here. Like they communicate to you that this was once full and fundamentally beautiful in every single way, every aspect, living, growing. And then the ice came and the dead came.
Thank you, Queenie. Go rest. Okay? This is worse than I just imagined. Sarah, this land don't connect to the Fae. It was Fae. It was just all over. Everything you see here was just a place for them. It was just their home. It's not just that.
No, that's what he said.
You see this tone. When I ran from the fire, I was actually for 5 years of your world. That took a couple of months of mine. I was in a world. It's a plane. It's an earth plane, and when I left, they gave me this to go back home.
But the
It
portals,
points. It points. Home is there. There is portal to planes, and if
but the
I'm
Ignition
getting
Ruins
correct,
has plane portals to the Earth realm and the Fire realm.
it just draw me there. It's drawing me. It's strong, Arden. I think the portals are still there. They just need a spark. Someone, something.
Can't let that ledge get access.
No.
If
I
you lose
am
them,
not losing another home. I am not losing someone else.
I have a feeling. Right, let's go. There's nothing else to be gained from here.
You
Stay.
proceed your way back to the camp and find Ajara regaling Bishop tales of what would they be telling you about? They'll be talking about their experience with bears. They'll be saying, there are, bears, so hairy. I love them. Beautiful creatures. Look at this. Look at this. And they're holding like Bjorn's face and like scratching under the chin going, you see this? This is just handsome. Such a handsome Bjorn. Yeah, good Bjorn. And Bjorn's like nuzzling.
You see Bishop just with like a face of just exhaustion, like with their like eye twitching from time to time with the nonstop talking that she's been hearing since she basically woke up. And, and it's like, yeah, it's like they're not even like they're not trying to actively listen, but it's like they're still paying attention to everything that she's saying in case she starts saying, "Oh, like, did you hear me?" And that's like, "Yes, I heard you. You said this, this, and that." And thing.
They look at you. And, you look tired, Bishop. I'll make a tea on the inside. And they walk off, and all of a sudden you hear, "Oh shit! 7 cats!" So go in the back. And then the rest of the party returns. So you're with Arden and Niala and Bishop.
Well, let's get going.
I want to assume I would have gotten everything ready while they were when they went for their walk.
Camp's packed down. You can go for another sort of 6 hours or 4 hours till you're going to get some sort of darkness happening, and probably won't be safe to travel again. Can somebody roll me a D100? Arden did it last time, so let's have Niala. You haven't done many rolls.
Walk her dice again.
300.
Okay, and roll. 46.
46. Okay.
Is that good?
40
I
last
hope
time.
so.
It was a great
40.
big fucking ice fisher.
Okay. 46.
Oh. She just smells fish everywhere, and it's like, oh no.
You find as you're traveling along, you see. It's curious. You see, like that, some of the trees have been cut down in one area to your right, and you can see like regular bumps in the snow in a semicircle, just to the right of the cart as you're sort of riding on the cart. You've got a kind of rough track that you're kind of weaving in between the trees. It's not easy going through the thickets that have, even though they're dead and haven't been growing for a long time, when they were thick, it was quite a dense forest, you feel, but you can move through these twisted, gnarled old branches. They catch on the side and snap twigs here and fall. But just to your right, Nyala, you notice this kind of, where there has definitely been cuts. They don't look snapped. There is like evidence of woodsman.
Do I feel some kind of magic or something?
No, it looks like, from what you make out, like from the distance here, you're just a little way off, maybe 10 feet, 10, 15 feet off to the right. There's someone's been cutting at the trees.
That's weird. Right here. Bishop, do you see this?
Do I?
Any now it's pointed out, all three of you see to the right
Bishop,
There's-
slow down the cart.
regular shapes, and some of the
Yes.
trees have been.
I slow down the car. Slow down or completely stop?
Just slow down. Keep
Slow
moving. Slow down.
Do you want to move closer?
Up to them.
I'm going to send Queenie just to see
Oh,
what it's about.
I'm gonna use my goggles to get close up. Cause that's what I have them for.
And Queenie can come too. So Queenie buzzed off first, though. I think Queenie got the beat on that one. So I'm going to say Queenie gets to look on this one. So Queenie pops into existence and then flutes off over there. And are you connecting through the eyes and looking
Yeah.
down? So what you see is a lump in the center. You see, so if you were looking at a clock, so you were looking down, right? In the middle point where the hands would connect, there is a mound. At 3 o'clock, there is a mound. And then at regular intervals around the edge, there's a mound. 6 o'clock, there is another slightly more into the center. There's a 7 o'clock as well, another mound. So 3, 6, 7, and then all around the edge are lumps.
That's weird. It's just, guys, can we stop for a minute?
Is it something important?
I'm not sure, but it was intentional for sure.
You say all around the edge. What do you mean? So like 3, 6, 7.
So at 3 and 6 and 7, there are mounds slightly more towards the center of this. So around the edge, there are periodic. So making the border of this clock face, say there are 12 or no, it's probably about 15 lumps that go around the edge. But then at the points of 3 o'clock, 6 and 7, there are lumps further in the center.
Okay.
And one central lump completely buried in snow.
Do you guys think it's something you have to see from above?
Queenie does it from above.
Oh shit, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot she could like fly.
Yeah.
Queenie looks down on this and sees it as a clock goes through.
Pull up. Let's go and have a look.
You rein up.
Yeah.
Now, how do you approach this, folks? I need to know.
I'd like to jump off and take up my 10-foot pole and poke one of the mounds. One of the mounds on the exterior clock face
Okay.
on the perimeter, and just kind of brush off the snow and see what's going on there.
Feels hard and solid, and you get that kind of 5 foot in and then brush off, and you see a log, a tree log.
Okay. Which direction have we come from? From like 6 or 12?
I'm going to say you come in at 9.
I've come in at 9. I'm going to wander around down the side.
Keeping that same distance, that 10-foot distance.
Same difference. I'm going to poke at the ones on the further outside at 6 and 7 on the outside.
Okay.
On the exterior perimeter to see if they're the same.
Yeah, you knock them and they are wood. There is a log.
What do you think this is?
Cut piece of wood.
On fire?
Like
I'm still at the wagon. I'm at the wagon. But I'm gonna let them explore, so if they want to explore.
Can I make an intelligence check for this?
You could if you were closer. It depends if you want to get closer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move to the perimeter
Mhm.
and poke at the inner 6 and 7 logs.
It's
Or logs.
solid.
I don't know what they are.
Solid for a moment, then there's a cracking. Feels slightly less solid, and you can knock away some of the snow on the number 7 first, obviously, because you come around from 9.
Mm-hmm.
You see someone. See a person. You see a dragonborn. Frozen, absolutely solid. Nice.
I step back to the edge of the circle, just outside the perimeter, and I try and take a rock or something from the ground
Mm-hmm.
and throw it at the middle one.
The middle one, it just bounces into the snow, and you see
The middle mound.
the middle mound. Yeah, it hits the center, and then you hear the sound of wood falling, and some of the snow falls in.
I don't know what's going on here. There's a dead dragonborn.
Frozen.
I try and uncover number 6.
It's another dragonborn. Again, in reasonable clothes, but frozen, absolutely solid.
I approach the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a medicine check to try and see what occurred to them? Whether they just froze to death in the cold, or whether something did this to them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
May I assist?
Oh, I think that would be a good idea. Yeah. So with advantage, please, Arden.
Oh, I'm going to need that advantage. Oh, fuck you. Cheated on 20 and then rolled into a 2. 12.
You know that this is. It doesn't. The thing is, you look at these tone of the skin of these dragonborn, and they are white dragonborn.
So they should be resistant to this kind of shit.
Yeah.
So you instinctively know they should be. Because to be cold is natural for a white dragonborn. Something made them this cold and frozen.
Well, we already know one thing that's capable of that.
Do you think it's a dragon?
Takes 2 dragons to make younglings. I approach the centre
Mm-hmm.
and try and brush off the snow there and have a look at what this little wooden structure is.
I'll be talking to Ijara.
Yeah.
I'm gonna join this conversation, but we can have that conversation once like we're done.
You uncover the remains of a spit and a small paw, like a piglet maybe, on the spit. Everything absolutely frozen solid. The wood obviously completely saturated with snow melt and then refrozen. Everything is ice.
It's just like a dragon breath.
This was a camp.
Frozen.
Oh, camping here. I'll try and clear some of the ground to see if there's any other camping implements or signs of that this was a campsite, like tents or any other
Make
equipment.
me an investigation check.
And if around the perimeter between the logs, if there was anything like they kind of set up, or whether the entire part of this was some kind of structure or whatnot.
Investigation check for me, please, with advantage, or you can both make individuals.
I help him.
No, individuals with this one, I think, we'll spread out.
Okay.
Because you'll roll a lot better than I.
Depends. Which.
Yeah, you'll definitely roll a lot better than I will.
Oh no!
No, not really. I got a 6.
Got a natural 1.
Wait for what? This invest. Oh shit.
No, just so what was the totals then? So that's a 1 plus
1. It's for 2.
nice. And Niala,
It's a 2 plus 4.
8
you
in
find
total.
basic camping implements, but the snow is the ground is so hard packed that it's almost like everything has been bonded to the ground. You find blankets, but as you try and lift them, they just snap. And you find sleeping bags and, like a whole little mess kit and stuff like that with like forks and knives in. You try and take them out of the tin and they bend as everything's frozen into the thing.
This is definitely the result of the trade. It could have been the one that we've already slain.
What if it was the babies?
This could have been long ago.
I mean, was it long ago? Is it signed?
Not with our investigation checks, we do not.
Mhm.
I want to go to the bodies and take a look at the bodies and see if there's anything that can be salvaged from them that might identify who they are, what they've done.
I'm going
to anything
uncover,
of interest on them.
Yeah, I'm going to uncover the 3 o'clock one.
Okay. Make investigation checks independently.
So make 1 for each corpse.
You can make 2, 1 for each corpse. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's do. You're going to do
6,
6
7,
o'clock
and
and
then
7.
she'll do
Yeah.
3.
13.
Okay.
Dirty 20 for the first one. 17 for the second one. Oh no. What? Oh no, 2 dirty 20s in a row. Rolled two 19s in a row.
Lovely. Okay, so we'll start with Niala because
The dirty 20s.
came up first. You look and you find an individual in thick, like a robe of descriptions, maybe a religious sort of individual. As you look at them, you kind of think they might be some form of cleric. Might have been a cleric. As you kind of pick up certain things about them and look over them, what you do find is you find a small symbol of
Do you
Melora.
want me to make a religion
Melora.
check?
No.
Do you want? No? Okay.
So as you're looking, you with the thing, you immediately find a symbol of Melora. So you find that this is probably a priest of Melora. But most of the other things are so badly frozen and distorted by the cold that you can't make out much more. However, Arden, with your 2 rolls, the other two, the first one at 6 o'clock seems to be some sort of tracker. You can tell the way that they are dressed. They are dressed with camouflaged clothing, lots of whites and browns and blacks to kind of blend in with the scenery seamlessly. I think this might have been a ranger to maybe guide them along their way. The other member of the party there is dressed in exquisite finery. So royal in their dress, and she looks a little different as well. She doesn't look full dragonborn. She looks like she might be part maybe human or tiefling, you're not sure, but less scales kind of thing.
Did I find anything on them that would indicate?
Well, you know
What
where these are
hurt?
from. You know the royal signature because you're a resident of Frohouse, my friend.
Modern soul?
No,
No.
the Western Reaches have a different liege lord.
Oh, Lord is in. Oh, okay, sorry, I thought you meant monarch. Oh.
Well,
okay.
they know they have different lords and they have a different monarch
Yeah.
in Western Reach.
Oh,
And the King of Mordensoul governs most of it, apart from a very small kingdom. This very small area of land has been preserved for this race, this group of Dragonborn. You
Oh, yeah.
recognize this ensemble to be of the Norn household. Norn. And what you assume with your investigation check is that this individual was being guided somewhere by these 2 guardians, was stopped in their tracks.
Well, damn.
Arden, they have a cleric.
Yeah, and we have the leader of the, or at least a member of the family of the leadership.
You wouldn't think leader, not like a king or something like that, but a certainly of the royal house.
What is it doing here?
Your guess is as good as mine to be this lightly guarded.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Is there anything I can recover? A signet, anything to identify them?
You could probably tear off some fabric with a dagger. You can probably cut off a patch of this very, very recognizable fabric.
As I'm doing that, I think better of it. We should try and take this body.
Take the body.
Yeah.
We're going to break it.
We need to be careful, and we need to try and take the body.
You and me are not really the most careful people in the world.
Look. It's important that they know what happened.
Okay, I can try maybe with fire to make it lift at least from the ground. Make the thing a little softer.
Be careful, we don't want to. A frozen body is actually good to transport. Doesn't decompose.
Yeah.
Especially with dragon ice. We can wrap it up and we can try and insulate it inside the cart.
Yeah.
Can someone make a history or religion? Either one of you, both of you make a religion check. Let's say a religion check.
Religion, okay.
15.
11.
Arden, you hit it just. Because you are maybe of a resident of Frohast, you somehow remember back in the depths of your mind that dragonborn tradition, certainly this area, in the the western reaches, of Frohast, there is a tradition with any of the fallen to take the heart back to the mother or to the family.
I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this.
Do you want me to do this?
No. Definitely not.
Why not?
You eat flesh.
Yes, and I can have some respect and like someone.
Pass me a dagger.
Sure. Do I have a dagger? Wait. I don't have a dagger on me, but I do have an arrow.
Oh, I've got one somewhere. Bear with me.
I'm going to say you can find a dagger. You will have maybe picked one up on your way.
I've got one somewhere. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I've got one.
I'll give you a dagger.
I take out my healer's kit as well, which might have some like little scalpels and some smaller blades. So I'm not just going in plunging and all that kind of stuff. I'm kind of being a little bit more surgical with it.
What can I do in a very specific area? Just use my fire magic and just melt the ice enough so Arden has a big enough area to work with the scalpel.
So it
and
gets
that-
down to the flesh kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I tear some of the finery off that has kind of emblems or any signatory on it. So I can attempt to wrap the heart up with it later, but attempt to get the heart first.
Yeah. Okay. So can you make me, with advantage, a medicine roll?
Okay. Again. Fuck you. Fuck you. Same rolls as last time. 12.
12. So you begin cutting in to this frozen flesh. The blade catches, and you get to the part where you have to part the rib cage. Breastbone of a dragonborn is very, very tough. Some sort of leftover genetic remnant from having to breathe a deadly breath. You crack it open with a swift dagger and hand on hilt. Pull the chest open. Inside you see this frozen heart. But you also see that one of the ribs has broken and pierced through it. It's there. It's there for the taking.
Both hands are trying to clip the aorta's link, so I'm not just pulling it. And then I try and take the rib with it, rather than trying to pull the rib out, to try and take the whole thing with it.
You do. It comes out and you have this pierced heart. It's frozen solid. It beats no more. You now have in the possession of you a frozen heart of a royal dragonborn.
And you have the cloth so you can put it in it.
Yeah. And you wrap it and bind it in a small parcel. And we'll jump back to Bishop and Ijara. What are you chatting to Ijara about? Please tell me. They would love to know.
I'm assuming Ijara has been next to me while we've been writing.
Ijara would have finished making the tea, maybe brought you out.
Oh, right.
You know that cat is an asshole.
Yeah, I don't. What's your impression of these two? Of those? So,
Which one? This one? And then I gesture towards Arden, who's like operating on the Dragonborn corpse. This one. It's a lot on his mind. Very, very, very stressed. Needs to relax a little. Pull that 10-foot pole out of his ass. This one? This one is dangerous. This one, I feel, has much power, but is hidden. But can be explosive. You know, like, you ever see a firework?
up to you, P. Have I?
Yeah, I would say you'd seen fireworks. A celebration. You saw some, I think, at the when they had the. Oh no, you were asleep. You didn't wake up, did you? At the giant battle. At the
Festival of Melora on the
yeah,
approach to
celebration of
Kansas
Melora.
movie.
Yeah. You would have seen fireworks, seriously, like that. And if you get too close to firework, explode in your hand. If you're not careful. Not that he intends you harm, but could happen. Could happen. And you want me to tell you? I can do you too if you want to know.
If you want.
No, it's if you want. I don't care. I've known you for like 2 days.
No.
No, fine. You ask me another time, I'll tell you. As the others return to the car with a slightly frozen package wrapped in royal finery, and you leave this frozen site of some kind of camp that happened long before. You climb back aboard your car, begin your journey. You travel for a few more hours, and then it's time to set camp. And I think that's where we'll have to end today's adventure, because we're coming on the 9:30 mark. Yeah, let's hold there if that's okay with everybody. Is that good with everyone? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right, lovely. So you settle down for a long rest and some food. Yeah. Yeah, that's where we'll stop. Thank you for playing, everybody.
Awesome.